Many of you have probably heard of cases that take years, sometimes even decades, to be solved. Behind those cases are usually families and investigators who never give up. But have you ever thought about the opposite? What if, instead of a case haunting the police for decades, it was a killer who haunted a family for more than 10 years, again and again, without ever letting go? That is the story we're telling today. This bizarre and tragic case was later adapted into a television drama in 2025, titled The Six of Us. When Lin So-seen was a child, he once believed he was the happiest boy in the world. That may not sound unusual. Many children feel that way, but his background truly was extraordinary. His maternal grandfather, Kuo Mu Kuei, was the wealthiest man in Taitung County, Taiwan. His mother, Kuo Fu Mei, grew up as a sheltered and well-provided young lady. His father's background, however, was quite unexpected. For the older generation, marrying within one's social class was considered essential. But Kuo Fu Mei defied convention and married Lin Ta-sheng, a driving school instructor. Fortunately, Lin Ta-sheng was not without ambition. What he lacked was opportunity. With financial support from his wealthy father-in-law and his own business acumen, he quit his job after marriage and entered the business world. Within just a few years, he founded a freight company in Taipei, then acquired a chain-moving company and a tour bus company. Almost overnight, he became a successful businessman. At home, Lin Ta-sheng and Kuo Fu Mei initially appeared deeply in love. They eventually had 6 children, with Lin So-seen as the eldest. For a boy raised in luxury, life seemed perfect. But Kuo Fu Mei had a serious health issue. As a child, she once fell from a swing, suffering a brain hemorrhage. A blood clot compressed her optic nerve, and her eyesight gradually deteriorated. By the time Lin So-seen reached middle school, his mother was nearly blind. She could no longer work and stayed home to care for the children. As a result, all business responsibilities fell solely on Lin Ta-sheng. His workload grew heavier, and his time at home grew shorter. At first, he still returned home late at night or in the early morning. But over time, Lin So-seen rarely saw his father at all. Instead, a young woman named Li Yue-kuei moved into the house. Officially, she was hired as a caregiver. Li Yue-kuei worked efficiently and appeared polite and attentive toward Kuo Fu Mei, but Lin So-seen knew the truth. She was not a maid. She was his father's mistress. Years earlier, Lin Ta-sheng had encountered Li Yue-kuei while inspecting his tour bus company. She was a bus attendant, 18 years younger than him. He was immediately attracted to her and transferred her to the company's finance department. Li Yue-kuei understood exactly what the boss wanted. She cooperated willingly. Soon, their affair became an open secret. Lin So-seen noticed their excessive intimacy during visits to the company, but he never imagined his father would bring the woman into their home. Kuo Fu Mei knew as well. Her reaction shocked everyone. Perhaps because she was blind and felt unable to care for the children alone, and because Li Yue-kuei treated them kindly, Kuo Fu Mei did not cry or protest. She even gave up the master bedroom, allowing her husband and the mistress to sleep there whenever he returned home. Unbelievable as it sounds, it was true. But Lin So-seen could not tolerate it. He confronted his father, and the argument escalated into violence. Lin Ta-sheng beat his son and threatened to cut off his tuition. Though still young, Lin So-seen had pride. Despite being an excellent student, he dropped out of middle school and ran away to Taipei to sell goods on the street. Only after repeated efforts by his homeroom teacher was he persuaded to return home. When he opened the door, he froze. The house was empty. The family businesses had already collapsed. His father had taken out high-interest loans and fled before gangsters came to collect. He took all remaining savings and escaped to Taitung with Li Yuequei. Left behind were a blind mother and children, already abused by the mistress. The gangsters later ransacked the house. The family fell into poverty overnight. To survive, Lin So-xin and his academically gifted older sister dropped out to work. Years later, after repaying the debts and stabilizing life, Lin Ta-sheng returned. He knelt before Kuo Fu Mei, sobbing, begging forgiveness, promising to change. Hoping her children could have a complete family, Kuo Fu Mei agreed to reconcile. Soon after, Lin Ta-sheng proposed a trip to his hometown in Taitung. His real motive was to ask Kuo Fu Mei to request money from her wealthy father. She agreed once again. In December 1984, Kuo Fu Mei and Lin Ta-sheng boarded a bus to Taitung. The 6 children never saw their mother again. Days passed with no contact. On December 21st, Lin So-hsien received a call from his uncle. "Your mother has passed away. Come immediately." The siblings were devastated. Kuo Fu Mei's final account revealed the truth. After arriving in Taitung, she discovered Li Yuequei was still there. Realizing her husband had lied, she refused to ask her family for money. While Lin Ta-sheng was away, Li Yuequei poured boiling water into the bathtub while Kuo Fu Mei was bathing. Severe burns led to sepsis and kidney failure. She died. Li Yuequei denied everything, claiming it was an accident. But investigators found inconsistencies. Kuo Fu Mei never took baths. She always showered carefully. The water depth was shallow. 90% full-body burns were impossible. Yet due to insufficient evidence, Li Yuequei was sentenced to only 7.5 years. The children were abandoned once again. Rejected by their father and unwelcome among relatives, they chose to enter an orphanage voluntarily. Despite hardship, all 6 persisted in their education. The eldest siblings studied tuition-free teaching programs and supported the younger ones. They celebrated birthdays together. They built a family from nothing. Until one day, Lin So-hsien was reading a newspaper when a headline stopped him cold. "A woman throws child from train window during argument." The photo showed Li Yuequei. She had been released after serving only 1 year and 10 months. She reunited with Lin Ta-sheng and bore him a child. Later, enraged that Lin Ta-sheng refused to marry her, she threw their 1-year-old son from a moving train. The child survived, but suffered severe intellectual disability. Once again, she avoided punishment due to mental illness. Shockingly, Lin Ta-sheng later married her. Years later, in 2004, Lin So-hsien, now a father himself, opened his door to a blood-covered man. It was Lin Ta-sheng. He begged for help, claiming years of abuse by Li Yuequei. Lin So-hsien called police and placed him in a nursing facility. Days later, Lin Ta-sheng disappeared. On November 13, 2004, Lin So-hsien received another phone call. "Your father has been murdered." His body had been beaten beyond recognition. Initially, the suspect was not Li Yuequei, but her disabled son. But investigation revealed the truth. Witnesses heard a woman screaming, "You deserve to die." Fingerprints told the same story. Li Yuequei had killed him. She never confessed. She was sentenced to 14 years plus psychiatric supervision. She died shortly after, before serving a single day. Public criticism turned cruelly toward the victim's children, accused of being unfilial. Lin So-hsien nearly took his own life. Years later, he and his siblings chose forgiveness. They founded the Kuo Fu Mei Educational Foundation to continue their mother's legacy.